Hello, it's SeahawksFan with another Go Battling video. We got the Incinerate buffed Skeldirge, and we're leading up against the Unova Stunfisk. I did not expect to be going up against Muddy Waters Stunfisk to start off, but Incinerate has made Talonflame insane. Skeldirge is also incredible, and I wanted to use something I haven't used for the start of the season yet to pair it off with the Croc. Got Buzzwole and Cresselia. Cresselia is a very tanky Pokemon to help balance out the team. And I got Buzzwole for the rocks. Rock types pretty much, and just want to try it out this season. It did take a lot of Stardust for that second move. Maybe like a power up or two for the actual powering up, but wanted to use it, and we got a Dragonite to close out this battle. The thing is, now, if I had Moonblast, I would have been like, okay, no problem. But Future Sight, I considered it, but still just too much damage, too big of a move. And the Shadow Victory Bell, that's what we're hunting for today. We want to see those. We want to wreck them. And people may have to sacrifice it to have something in the back to counter the Skeldirge. Gonna shield up the Body Slam, unfortunately, but allows me to cleanly get to 2 lunges and still threaten with a potential third move. And they bring in Bastiodon. Now, I should have thrown the Superpower. Well played by them. But actually, let's bring in the Croc. Because let's get the Shadow Ball damage. And Incinerate is actually doing a lot. Although they're going to take me out at this point. Gonna bring in Cresselia. Did I make a big mistake? I know one Grass Knot won't be enough. But I also can't let their Victory Bell just get a free destruction. And they bring it in. They land the Leaf Blade, and I'm like, oh no, I'm toast. The Bastiodon and Victory Bell have destroyed me. No. Okay, well, that was bad. The next battles will be better. I'm just a human being. I'm no expert at GBL. Although I've done like 10,000 battles since the beginning. But we got the Carbink matchup for our Buzzwole. It's not good, but we're doing enough damage over time. And we debuff them to take less fast move pressure. And they are going to take just too long to get to another move. So we can exit the matchup with some moves. We do get a shield, although only one move is thrown. Able to get the attack drop, which is very vital. Being able to preserve the Cresselia. And I'm going to bank the energy because I know the Incinerate's going to be chunking away at this Metasham. And they do land the Psychic. They're not going to get to another Psychic because it's Disarming Voice time. The Croc means business. Back-to-back moves for the guaranteed knockout. And I can't get to a third move, but it's fine because I got back-to-back Grass Knots from the Cresselia. 2 matchups with back-to-back moves. Actually not going for back-to-back because it would have been potentially the loss had I done it back-to-back. But Future Sight was enough. Now we got a Cloud's Eye it. This is not a good lead, but not a bad lead. I would love to line my Cresselia and bring that in, but I'm going to be going for the get to Shadow Ball first. I get it to it first. Let's chunk away with the Incinerate also. And all shields down. That was an Earthquake. And it gets shielded. But because they did go for the Sludge Bomb. I survive. And they have a shift tree they swap in, not wanting to give up the Clodsire just yet, and it gets completely wrecked. They would have loved to bring in the shift tree for my Cresselia, and let's go for a Shadow Ball to close out this Clodsire. And we have the fighting type to go up against this Greninja. Greninja this season, not as good, but still a good Pokemon to use. It's not unusable, but not the same. And now we got a Clefable, able to resist the Moonblast and Medium Mash. Although the damage is going to add up over time if they land multiple. So let's use the energy, and they reveal and bring in the Lantern. Now, gonna bring in the Buzzwole for this Surf Lantern. I don't really want to be taking the water gun damage, and I'll happily exit the matchup with some superpowers, which, having a steel type in the back, I'll happily deal that neutral damage. But I should have lunged then superpower. Then I could maybe squeeze the third move, second superpower. And let's bring in the Cresselia to absorb that Medium Mash, which would have brought me quite low. Going to definitely want to exit this battle matchup with some extra energy. And they're in Grass Knot range, able to exit with some energy. Gonna be trusting the Future Sight is maybe enough, but no. Are they going to have another move, or are they just using it and praying they can not get incinerated down? Although they get incinerated down. Now we got another Clodsire in the lead. I'm going to play this different. No, because the first one was so good, and I know that's not Earthquake, but that is a Stone Edge, so thankfully I shielded. Actually, I didn't know it was an Earthquake, but I just had hoped. But I still shielded it anyway, just in case. And the next Stone Edge gets caught on Cresselia. And Quagsire, let's go. We got the Quagsire revealed. That's the counter for Skeldirge. After we take this thing out, it's gonna be Croc season. Crocodile's gonna be shredding. Because, of course, Clodsire, the game is like, okay, that's a good thing for a good matchup against Skeldirge. And this Quagsire means business. Able to get both shields with Grass Knot. Going to start using the Fighting Bug. And they reveal the third Pokemon on the team. They're going to be taking me out, but not before I get the attack drop. And saving my shield, because it is going to be a job for this Incinerate user to just destroy. No need a shield at the balls. And I try to go for a cheeky Incinerate down. Although now, I Shadow Ball the Quagsire for the KO. Let's see what the next matchup is. It's the little Ninetales in the lead, able to scare it off. And gonna be going in a classic matchup of Grass Knot, Cresselia versus Hydro Cannon Swampert. Surely they know it's a Grass Knot that I have. And that is 2 Grass Knots charged up. Although, going to be in a bit of a precarious situation. Do I want to commit both shields? It is a wise thing to commit both shields. Are they going to let me get to a third Hydro Cannon? No, third Grass Knot. Well, they do. But they know they catch. And actually going to bring in the Buzzwole, because the fire type is what I want to use for ice. And I can actually do some solid damage. I do survive an air release, and it's going to be a matter of getting energy. I doubt they would have let me get to 2 superpowers. It would have done too much damage from the fast move, but absorb the damage on the Cresselia before getting more energy on the Croc. I get a Shadow Ball knockout. I have 2 things remaining to take out. I can survive a hit at least once, and they go down. But actually, I've been bamboozled, and now I don't have enough HP to survive before I get charmed down. Embarrassing. Oh well. We got another Medicham, and we got the counter user to go up against this sheep. Gonna be no shielding the body slams. At least the first, not the first body slam. Second one, yeah. And I do actually get the counter down before a third move is ready. And let's see what comes in next. It is the return of Medicham, and it gets lunged back to back, taking massive damage. Actually, no back to back, just going to superpower so they get less farm. And I still get to a third move, which is fantastic. Yabba dabba doo! Woohoo! And we find a lantern because they want to save the energy and get rid of the debuffs, but they're not going to like Grass Knot. I don't plan on shielding this tank because I'd rather shield the Skeldirge. It's going to be in a way better position to take out the Medicham and this thing with the shield. Actually, no, change of plans. I don't know the script, but I do get the knockout, and now it's time for the Croc to mean clean business. Oh, it's dynamic punch. Oh my gosh. Wow, they were definitely in an awful position with the Medicham. It had nothing it really actually wanted to go up against. Feels bad. I get it. Medicham users, definitely not this season, but they've had enough dominance. And for the people who did build Medicham finally last season, like a top 1 with fully excelled, it's still a good Pokemon. And it may return at some point. It's still great, but the time for being the number 1 is it has gone downhill. We're in a new era. It's going to be the best flyer. Talonflame, incredible. And we get the last shield. Let's bring in the Cresselia. We bring back the Medicham. Now, Future Sight says goodbye almost. A little shy of the knockout, but they're going to be Ice Punch chipping me. And I don't mind taking another Ice Punch because I have lots of energy for what is next. And it is a Talonflame. I'm actually going to no shield because I survived the fly. I'm a fly who survives. And Incinerate for the win. We got the sheep. The sheep, they swap into the Golbat, a very, very meta, powerful Pokemon. Shadow variant is also very good. I think it's actually the preferred one you'd want to use, but instead of swapping into Cresselia instantly, being wary of the Shadow Ball, although Skeldirge does not want to take the Shadow Ball either. Well, I'm going to actually take the Shadow Ball on the Cresselia, but I already got rid of both their shields, and I have 2 shields still, so happy to be using this tank, and they're going to Body Slam. They're going to need another one. Can I get to Future Sight? Yes, I can. And that is severely lower the chances of potentially winning. And they find the counter user. The last Pokemon is a Fire type. It's a pre-evolution of the Skeldirge. And I think this is just going to show that Skeldirge is just better. But still usable. Crocodile, just awful. Awful alignment for it. But thanks for watching. Hit that like button. it turns blue. It may or may not, definitely may not give you extra shiny luck. But subscribe for more content. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Goodbye.